Yo, what's up, family? What's up, family? It's KLX, King Leon X, UBVOA, the Human Liberator, with another episode. This episode 5 of Take Charge of Your Life. It's no live, or it's no calls today. It's no call-in number today, because I'm not even at a computer that manages multiple phones. I'm at the airport right now, still waiting to get scooped. They try to give me a hard time. Every time I fly, they try to give me a hard time, but it's all good. I'm around. So I'm in Dallas right now. And like I said, this episode 5 of Take Charge of Your Life, it's a little different because I'm standing up, but I wanted to make sure that I give y'all this power. All right. So hold on. That's an airplane. Hold on. All right. So we've been talking about take charge of your life. We've been talking about burn your ships every single day. I wanted to talk about burn your ships and what that means to me and how you could begin to tap into that energy that comes from burning your ship. So I don't know if you ever read Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, but it's a section in there in the Desire called Burn Your Ships. So I'm gonna tell y'all that story real quick. Burn your ships. So it's this warrior, right? He's planning for a battle. Right, he's planning for a battle against a powerful foe whose men outnumber his own. His army who they were against, they were like almost double or triple who they were fighting against. So the commander, he loaded up all his materials and all the warriors on the ship, and then they sailed to the enemy's country. They got off the ship, and as soon as they got off the ship and they unloaded all the equipment, the general, he said he sent the order to burn the ships that carried them there. Right, and so then he addressed his camp before battle, like, yo, you see them ships burning up in flames, you see them ships going up in smoke, them the ships that brought us here, you feel me? So there ain't no way that we gonna leave here alive unless we win. So we got two choices: we win or we perish. You know what I'm talking about? And they won. All right, and so from that point of burning desire, it's like, how do we begin to cut off all sources of retreat? Right? How do we begin to summon or get the mental state of mind which does not recognize failure, which does not recognize self-doubt, does not recognize temporary defeat, right? And so where I left off yesterday was you feel me? Most people's goals aren't really their goals. They're goals by someone else. They live out their goals of their spouse, their significant other, whatever culture or environment that they grew up in. Those are the type of goals that most people have. So you gotta make sure that your goal is your goal. All right, and you gotta step out of the trap of respectability. Most people's they're so worried about the opinions of other people and what other people are going to say and what other people are going to think that they never say yes to their goals. They never say yes to their dreams. They never say yes to their desires. So it's time for you to enlarge your expectations. Some people will set all these lofty goals, even me, even in my goal setting process in my journey. I would set a goal, but then it wasn't an attainable goal. It wasn't a measurable goal. It wasn't specific. It wasn't timely. It wasn't revisable. I had to learn a lot more about goal setting and goal achievement. But the biggest thing that I learned from Les Brown when it comes to goal setting and goal achievement is that it's not that people aim too high in life and miss. It's that they aim too low and hit. All right, it's that they aim too low and hit. So enlarge your expectations. You know what I mean? And expand. Dream big. If you're gonna be dreaming anyway, you might as well be dreaming big. If you're gonna be thinking anyway, you might as well be thinking big. So many people get scared. So many people will set a goal for themselves, and it's large enough because a dream should come a size too big so you can grow into it. But if you don't have that information, you set that goal, it's come too big, your comfort zone is going to try and keep you in that same place. So don't get scared and shrink because you think it's safe. All right, some people will set a goal to do this, and then the first time they meet with temporary defeat, then they lower it, and they shrink their goals until they have a unrecognizable life, from how they intended to live and how it actually turned out. It's unrecognizable because they didn't have enough respect for themselves. They didn't have enough respect for their children. You know what I'm talking about? Don't shortchange yourself, and don't shortchange your children, especially if you live in America. We got unlimited resources at our fingertips. We got access to infinite amount of information at our fingertips. If you know how to read, you can learn how to do anything. You know what I mean? So don't shortchange yourself. Expect big, dream big. You know what I mean? And don't give up on yourself. Low expectations are death to any goal right from the start. Low expectations are death to any goal right from the start. Right from the start. If you don't expect to go in above and beyond the goal that you set for yourself, or you set a goal for yourself and you don't even expect yourself to achieve it, that's death. That's death to any goal from the start. That's what you call self-sabotage. A lot of us are in the business of self-sabotage. A lot of us, you know what I mean? If oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button, my bad. If we had someone talk to us and how we talk to ourselves, oftentimes we wouldn't even be in a relationship with that person. We wouldn't be friends with that person. We wouldn't build with that person. We wouldn't want to grow with that person. You know what I'm talking about? So, haven't you had enough yet? That's one of the questions I got on my notes here. It's like, yo, haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough of lack? Haven't you had enough of fear? Haven't you had enough of worry? Haven't you had enough of ill health? Haven't you had enough of frustration and discouragement? You know what I mean? It's time to take charge of your life. It's time to take charge of your day. Take charge of your mental attitude. Take charge of your mind. You know what I'm talking about? And so how often do we what's up, God? How you doing? Yeah, so how often do we see ourselves as not worthy or as not good enough? Or we don't want to accomplish this goal, or we don't want to go after this goal or dream, or we don't want to manifest this desire because we don't want to be selfish. Or we're not willing to put in the work, or we're not willing to put in the effort because of self-imposed limitations or fears. Right? Haven't you had enough of that? Haven't you had enough of sitting back and watching other people live out the life of their dreams and their goals, traveling across the world, having all the experiences that they want, and you just got to watch them have those experiences? Haven't you had enough of that? You could begin today to start implementing some simple strategies, tactics, and processes that will increase the quality of your life. First thing that, like how we doing for pretty much all the rest of the year, our action step, right? We're switching from your vocabulary, the term I don't know, or I don't know how to, or I don't know that, to I'm figuring out. I'm figuring it out. I can figure it out. I know how to find the answer. I'm learning, right? See, when you say I don't know, that comes from a place of scarcity. That comes from a place of lack. That's a poverty mentality. That's a poverty mindset. When you say I'll figure it out, that defines a winner. You know what I mean? When you say when you go from I don't know to I'm learning how to, like, or I don't know, but I will figure it out. When you switch from the I don't knows to understanding your ability to find definite answers, it will dramatically increase the quality of your life and play a major part in the restoration of confidence. All right. So, are you your own best friend and cheerleader, or are you your own worst enemy? Are you your own best friend and cheerleader? Are you your own worst enemy? Are you the captain of your encouragement club? Or are you the captain of your discouragement club? Or discouragement. Why I say discouragement? Encouragement and discouragement. You know what I'm talking about? Which one? Because our self-talk determines the quality and the direction of our life. The thoughts, right? Check this out. We only live in our heads, y'all. The only time that we escape outside of self or outside of mind is when one of our five senses is being stimulated. Right? So right now, see, you're holding the phone. That's touch. You can hear my voice. That's hearing, visual. You can see me. Right? You might even be able to feel me. Right? So, or whatever. Right? So you're in your mind only until your sensory factors distract you from yourself. So 80% of the day, you're in your mind with yourself. Is that self-talk positive? Is it constructive, or is it negative and destructive? Remember how I told y'all the other day, it's like you gotta choose what type of world you live in. You live in a world full of hate, or you live in a world full of love. You live in a world full of prosperity, or you live in a world of lack. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta choose. Those who think they can, those who think they can't are both right. Whatever you choose, that's what you're gonna get. All right. Because our self-talk determines the quality and direction of our life. Um, our self-talk determines our reality. So count yourself in. Don't count yourself out, y'all. Count yourself in. How many times can you meet with failure and get back up? How many times can you fall and get back up? Guess what? I got up one more time than I fell. I got up one more time than I fell. That's it. I got up one more time than I fell. That's all you got to do. Get up one more time than you fall. Right? Count yourself in. How many times can you meet with temporary defeat before you quit? We know that, Europeans, they used to steal, inventions and patents and stuff like that from Africans, from black people or whatever. So Thomas Edison got the patent on the incandescent light bulb. But you know how many times how many attempts at figuring that out he had? 10,000. He met with failure or temporary defeat 10,000 times. But his definiteness of purpose was so strong enough that it was no obstacle at all, which could get him to deter from his a definite major aim and personal assignment. And when they interviewed him like 20 years later, he said that if he hadn't found the secret to the incandescent light bulb, instead of being interviewed by that lady, he would still be working on it. Do you have that type of definiteness of purpose in your life to increase the quality of your life, your relationships, your health, your finances? You know what I'm talking about? Your spirituality. Our self-talk determines our reality, right? The number one reason why people fail is because they quit. They don't expect themselves to win. So as soon as they meet temporary defeat, they just quit. You do all this planning, you do all this, yeah. You go to act, and as soon as one little hiccup, Murphy Law hits you, and then you done. You done for. That's what happens with most people, yo. And winners never quit. My bad. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. I was just checking the time, because like I said, I'm in Dallas right now. I'm at the airport, Dallas Love Field. I don't know if y'all could. I guess you can. Oh, all right. Let's see. Yeah. So you feel me? I'm live at the airport right now. I got these last few points for these last 3 minutes, and I'm about to cut. Make sure y'all have a powerful, magnificent, motivated, breakthrough, transitioning day today. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like this. It's like 4 types of people. I'm gonna end it with this, yo, because I'm like, yo, make the choice. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your day. Take charge of your mind. Take charge of your mental attitude. Right? Take charge of your future. Right? Refine your philosophy. The problem's not the economy. The problem's your philosophy. The problem's not the power structure. It's our overall philosophy on how to evolve and procure the necessities that we need to ensure that our women and children can determine their own destiny. So there's 4 types of people, according to Robert Kiyosaki. There's 4 types of people in the business world. I'm closing my notebook because this is my last point. I still got more, but it's 12 to 12:15 right now. It's 11 anyway, so 11 to 11:15. Anyway, 4 types of people in the world, in the business world, according to Robert Kiyosaki. He said the first type of person in the business world is the person that want to be right. These people just want to be right all the time, no matter what. Everyone knows these types of people, right? I even feel like I almost have fell into that category in a lot of parts of my life, because I'm always just sure about the shit that I say. So there's one type of person in the world that just always want to be right in the business world. They just want to be right. You can't tell this person nothing. They don't have a student mentality because they right about everything. They already know everything. They know everything, but they don't have the reality of their dreams. It's all good, right? The type of person that wants to be right all the time. And then you got the type of person who wants to be liked, right? And so this person, this other type of person in the business world who just wants to be liked, they're not about to bust any waves. They ain't really about to do nothing to ruffle no feathers. They ain't about to do nothing that will give them a real unique selling proposition. They're not going stand on controversy, even if their controversy is them standing on their morals and their values. Because when I say I'm a black man, I put the black woman, black child, black family first. Because I'm a black man, Black Lives Matter most to me. When I say that, because I'm a black man, I say I put the black woman, black child, black family first. Apparently, that's controversies to some people. Some people can't move to that point because they want to be liked. They too worried about being liked by too many different people. They don't understand where their interests at, right? So we got the people who want to be like, people who want to be right, and then, you know, they surround themselves by the people who want to be liked, right? Because the person right, they're like, yeah, I'm right? And they're like, yeah, you're right. You like me, right? Yeah, I like you, right? And they just feed off each other, right? And then you got a third type of person in the business world who just want to be comfortable. So these persons, they don't have a burning desire for success. They plateau. They achieve a little, they plateau, they good. The house could be burning down, you know. Babylon is falling right in front of their faces, and you know, they could really care less about implementing any strategies or building any institutions or systems to counter, right? They just want to be comfortable. So you got the people who want to be right, the people who want to be liked, the people who want to be comfortable, right? These are the three types of people in the business world. Now the fourth type of person in the business world, these are the only type of people I want to be around. These are the only type of people that you know, I speak to in my videos, right? And these are the people who must win. No matter what, no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it gets, I'm gonna make it. You feel me? No matter how bad it is, no matter how hard it gets, I'm gonna make it. The fourth type of person in this world is a person who wants to win. The person who's gonna win no matter what. You know what I'm talking about? And guess what? You can win without compromising your integrity. You could win without violating the rights of others. You could win without compromising your integrity. You could win without violating the rights of others, fam. You know what I mean? You could win without violating the rights of others. You could be a capitalist without exploiting other people, bro. It's a such thing called providing valuable products, goods, and services that could increase the overall quality of life of you know, all who partake. So yeah, you heard it from King Leon next, man. I'm live in Dallas. I'm out here. I'm in Texas till January 10th, and then I'm coming back to VA, or I'm going back to VA. I got a show in Brooklyn on January 18th, and then I'm going back to VA, and then I'm out in LA, or I'm flying to San Diego. I'm gonna be in LA, Oakland, Dago, and Vegas. You know what I'm talking about? So King Leon next, man. I'm out here. I'm around. Yo, yeah. So I'm around. I gotta. If also if you ain't copped up, you feel me? If you're out here, I got merch on deck. I got my CDs and my books all out here. I got crazy merchandise on deck. And King Leon Next Clothing Co. should be dropping within 21 days. Holla at me, yo. Don't follow me, follow your dreams.